Hello, Flosstube. I'm Victoria, and this is my mom, Chris.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome back. Here you are.
Here they are. Here we are again.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise.
So, we are just gonna get you up to date on all of our Stitchy things this week. And we're so excited for you to be here and to hang out with us and spend some time. It is a wintry wonderland today.
Yes, we had our first big snowstorm. Big, not really
Moderately,
for Chicago. Moderately big.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I just wanted to thank everyone who's commenting and liking it. This just like tickles us pink. I mean, it's crazy. We're just so excited to be part of this community. So thank you all.
Yeah, we love your comments. Keep them coming. We will respond. I meant to do that, but I wanted to pick our giveaway winner, which we will announce at the end of our video. Yeah. So thank you for all those comments.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job. Yeah. And it's always so fun because someone said we were bingeable.
Oh, yay!
And I was like, all 1 hour that we've made so far. But hopefully we'll continue to be bingeable, right?
At least have fun while we're here anyway. Hopefully you can have some fun too.
Yes. So this week was Christmas Stitch Week. So we did I did put a hashtag on our Instagram, Christmas Cross Stitch Week, and we did some good progress on Christmas stuff.
I'm really glad that we've set our mind to do this because I can see where this could be accomplishable in 12 months from now. So
yeah,
it's a good goal.
Yeah. It's a good goal. And it was funny because I was you inspired me to put a Christmas movie on while I was stitching. Yeah. And my husband was like, well, who's that cross stitch for? Because I typically give him, I was like, oh, this one's for us. He's like, well, finally. But yeah, we love the Grinch movie. So
and my husband said okay to watching a Christmas movie.
In January, which is shocking. Yes. I mean, he really laid down the law as a child. It was not before Thanksgiving.
And not after Christmas. So
yeah.
We did good.
We did good. But I don't have any finishes. We were going to start with finishes, but Chris does, and you didn't even know she was working on it. So it's a start, a finish, and a...
Start, finish, and FFO.
Yes.
And has nothing to do with Christmas. So, as you know, I have a propensity to see these cute little things in the in-between week, and I found that Primrose Cottage Stitches are doing some Valentine stamps, and I had hopes of creating a gift for our family, like different family members. And so the first stamp actually said sweetheart, but I took the word heart out and just repeated the heart they had on the second line 4 times. Because it wasn't really going to be for my sweetheart, for my husband. But I could not resist this idea of, this is actually on a jar, a food safe jar from Michael's to put candy in because it's sweethearts. It's sweets for your sweetheart. So I cross-stitched this on 16 count natural. I finished it. This was my first attempt at rickrack. So I'm gonna have to Google some of you floss tubers, or you can put the link below to your floss tube that tells me how to make this go around nicely without curling around the corners, because I did not know. And obviously, even though this jar I did not measure ahead of time, said it's 3x3 and the design is 3x3, by the end of the day, as you can see, the design stands above the case. So next time, smaller design, bigger jar, whatever. But I kind of like how everything came together, and yeah, so that was a start, finish, FFO, all in 1 week. And a gift for someone else. Okay.
Which is kind of like what we do with cross stitch. I mean, typically.
It's motivation. If you're going to give it away, it's
you have to finish it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
All right, so WIPS. I worked on one piece and the whole week. I always feel like I have to justify. I have a small infant that is on me at all times, so it is difficult to get stitching done. But I'm working on the heart in hand design. Christmas means more. And I got all the lettering done. Sorry, I don't iron.
Oops, you do iron.
I don't iron while I'm in the middle of it. And then I started the little bit of green up here. And it's gonna be hard to like put it down, but maybe I'll just keep going. I don't know. And I was worried because like had only found the brown thread for the lettering, and I found the rest of my thread and the beads that go with it. So I'm pretty proud of my progress because it's like one piece of it's done. Right. So I'm counting that. And we just discovered last week WIP Go, which is Jessie Marie Does Stuff on YouTube. Created it, not this year, but years before, I think 2 years ago. We're slowly figuring things out. And it's just like a bingo board to motivate you as stitchers to complete the projects you've already started. So I am late to the game, but I still want to join. And I haven't like made my exact WIP Go board, but my thought is I'm gonna do Christmas patterns that I'm working on all the even days, like 2, 4 in the even board numbers, and then the odd numbers will be like other projects like my Harry Potter Stitch Your Own Adventure. So that's my plan, because I can sort of make it count that I got the lettering done and the green started on my Christmas project, because she pulled numbers 6 and 18. Right. So I'm counting it as 2 Christmas, you know, goals finished for a project I had already started.
I think that counts.
But yeah, I haven't filled out the board yet, but evens for me are going to be Christmas, since we've already committed. We already decided before we found out about this that we will stitch Christmas every month.
Yeah, the week that has the
25th. So I was like, okay, I know that I'm going to stitch that, and I have a lot of Christmas projects already started. And then the other ones will be like my Harry Potter, and I might just fill almost all of those with Harry Potter because it's a big project. So
right, if you enjoy it. Well, you have that other one you might want to.
I have a couple of others, yeah, that we can show at the end.
At the end?
Well, at the end of because you had some WIPs that you actually worked on this week.
Last week I worked on, I worked on the train on the Harry Potter. I think I showed you the progress last week. So I finished that the day after we showed it. And then actually there was an option. So one of the things about this Stitch Your Own Adventure is other designers have added different elements that they put onto this chart. And lots of different ones. And I like that there is actually a chart for smoke coming out of the train. So I'm doing that. So hopefully I will finish that smoke this week. So I did work on that. And then for Christmas week, I went back to the first stocking for my grandson, which is a polar bear's. And this is what, I just printed out a picture I had on my phone. This is where it started before Christmas week, because I seriously wanted credit, even though it doesn't look like much.
It is a
But
lot.
if you're doing solid stuff, you can see where his shadow has been filled in, right here and here. So that is really, that was a lot of time. I think it was like 5.5 hours. It's also 4 threads on this 14 count 8 cloth, so I'm finding it hard to pull through, but I do have a tip for the day. I heard about on Fat Quarter Shop from Kimberly Jolly, these line keepers. Oh my gosh, on the chart for the bigger charts that have like solid symbols in them, this was such a great help. Especially when you're actually trying to stitch and watch TV and things like that.
Come back.
Yeah. So these I would highly recommend if you're doing that kind of project. I mean, obviously to move it on a small project like this, that would be kind of silly. But the long ones with solid symbols, it's really helpful, especially when it varies. It's variegated. Okay, then my granddaughter Sophia's stocking got started, which I may have shown you this picture in the beginning. Isn't this cute? Christmas critters. I do always start in the middle. Okay. So I started, and this is the little penguin is the middle.
Wow,
so this
not so little. He's pretty good size.
He is, and that's just like 3 different colors of the blue that define his outline. So that took about 3 hours. I know I'm not very fast at all, but anyway, it's plus.
Yeah,
non-zero number.
Yeah. From nothing
number
to something.
Right, and then the other thing that I did for Christmas week is, as you know, I think I showed this, that it was, or it's on my Instagram, that I finally bought the Kringles pattern. And thanks to Inspired Needle, we got Picture This Plus Heartland. And I'm going to be doing it on that. This is a 16 count. for that. And then when I say I kitted it up, this is how I like to kit it up. I do like to bobinate it and put it on a ring in numeric order. And then I do also have the symbol on my card. Just so you, and these are some extra flosses that required more than one skein. I did change
a couple of colors.
I changed 8 colors. Why I changed 8 colors was, number one, the example was done on a gray. So a lot of the blacks and the grays that were the large parts of the roof and the sign, in my mind's eye, went better with the gray tones. And so since I have a creamier brown, I just picked a comparable brown tone to that so it would jump out. And then the pops on the different elements in the items, like the toys and such, I did bump up the red, the blue, and the golds. Here, okay, I showed this now. I don't know if you can see the red, blue, and the gold, and the greens. I just made a little bit more contrasting on my fabric. That's why I
almost
changed
more
it.
to a jewel undertone.
Right.
Than a muted. Yep.
Right.
They kind of come a little bit on the muted prim side.
Yes, and then the only other thing that I'm gonna do differently, and that's just in my mind's eye, like, you know, is there's elements on here like the baby carriage. I will probably just do in 310 black, just to make it pop. And there's a toy soldier with black boots, wrought iron, lanterns, if you can see at the doorway. I'm just gonna do those in the 310 DMC black.
Perfect.
So that's what I did for Christmas week.
We love Christmas week.
I do.
Although it like feels even more perfect because it's like snowy outside and beautiful that we had Christmas week. But yes, it's fun and I'm looking forward to like having it again, like knowing that it's gonna come.
Well, let's hope it doesn't snow in February.
Well, it
Chicago.
snowed in April.
Chicago.
It snowed like before Easter one year, so. But Chris did her WIP Go board.
Oh, I did, but I probably didn't do it right. Now that I'm part of, like, I joined the Facebook group, and I'm so impressed by you ladies. I mean, I just love that it also opens up a whole nother group of stitchers that we didn't watch before and now get to see it. But these women who have like 5,000 stitches in one piece as a target, I'm not sure any one of my pieces has 5,000 stitches. So I thought I'd start very carefully so I could be successful. So, and I tried to like be fun with what I picked for that day. I can probably put a picture of this on my Instagram. I think I did in the group, but anyway, it's hard to focus on. I'll just read you a couple, like on the first. So I numbered my board 1 to 25, and then Jess Marie says the middle spot is a free spot. So that makes 24 spots. So she'll call 2 a month. So on the 1, I said start something new for 1. For work on any project 5 days a month was on the 5th. And I have a little emoji of a guy holding his hand up with a high five. On the 16th, when I was thinking, I put a little picture of candy, and I was thinking sweet 16, but I was thinking, and I said start on a Halloween project and do 16 minutes per week. So when that number's called, I will do 16 minutes a week on a Halloween project. So that's kind of how I went about it. So she called 6 and 18, both of which I was successful. I'll tell you, the 18 first was stitch at least 18 minutes on a Christmas project. Oh, and I did not know what number she picked when I filled this out, so I have many more than that.
That was very kismet.
Kismet, yes. Check that off. And then number 6, you know, because I was like trying to think about what I would accomplish. I went totally crazy, and I said bake cookies to share with my stitchy buddy.
That's me.
That's with her. So Victoria's favorite is cinnamon rolls. So I baked cinnamon roll cookies for her today.
Very good. I already ate 3. But I'm feeding my baby as well, so eating for 2 still. I don't know if that counts after you have the baby.
Yeah, I think so. So then, okay, so we do like junk, and we thought we'd stay motivated. So we're gonna give ourselves stickers on the day when we accomplish it, just so we encourage ourselves. Like, way to go, we did it, woohoo!
Who doesn't love stickers?
I
Everybody.
Yeah. So.
Everybody. And that's the one sad thing about being a teacher in virtual. I mean, elementary, to be fair. No stickers on papers.
Oh no, bummer.
So some people have been like making digital stickers that they put on the Google Docs.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's a little too, advanced for me, but
it's all good.
everyone loves stickers.
Yeah, so we want to feel successful too when we fill in our board, but it's just fun, and I know that's the intent.
Yeah. And I know it's supposed to be like WIPS you have in progress, but I looked through my stash and I don't actually have that many. I just remembered 2 that are at your house.
Okay.
But I don't want to stitch them. It's that Snow White one.
Oh yeah.
It's too hard. It's that Thomas Kincaid. I'm sure you guys have seen those.
Oh, I could do it for you for Lauren.
Oh yeah. I mean, it might take it's full coverage.
Sweet.
Okay.
Let's
and then
do it.
there's the Christmas list. Something with Stitcher's Christmas list or something.
Okay.
And I think it's like an 18
Well, it's going to be
count.
a gift probably for me.
Probably, but this cross stitch that's at your house is before I was 20, easily.
Right.
That's what's left here. I'm now not 20. I'm a number larger than that. Okay.
Moving right along.
But I did find some projects that I do want to put on my WIP Go board. So the biggest project that's going to be on there on the odd numbers over and over and over again is my Harry Potter Stitch Along. And this is just kind of where I'm at. I am going to just put it in pieces. So one of the squares will be the tan of the first banner. You know what I mean? So
breaking it down.
Breaking it down just so I can feel successful and also have an attainable goal. I think that's the hard part, is like making goals that aren't attainable. So that's gonna be on my WIP Go board a bunch.
Yep.
And then when I was searching through, I found, this is something I started a long time ago, because one time I by accident said, when life gives you lemonade, make lemons, which is backwards. So there's this really cute pattern. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing how disheveled it is. I mean, I had to be in high school, I think.
Yeah, I think you did.
Of these little mice. But it says it correctly: when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And they're cute little mice. And I was like, why did I put it down? I mean, I got pretty far because some of them are half stitches. So wrinkly. This is like the picture and the lemons
it is 18
done.
count.
But it's 18 count. I think that's why I put it down. I was like, why would I put that down? Because I typically stitch on 14. Now I would feel more confident doing a smaller count, but back then I wasn't. So maybe I'll put that on the board. And then I found my wedding sampler that I was gonna stitch for myself, that just has a little bit in it so far. So this is from Imaginating Ink. Yeah, the Ursula Michael designer. She's the Seaside Wedding. Because when I got engaged, I think is when I started this, I lived 15 minutes from the beach in California. We still love the beach, but we don't live there now. And this is all I have done so far. It is
You can be very successful at that.
a small part of a ribbon. And like, I look at the picture, I'm like, I could have done that, but I didn't. So that's something that I could do, possibly. And then I have one more that, so I know it's supposed to be WIPS, but we have a lot of projects that, like, we have fabric, we have floss, we have the pattern, we have everything ready to go, and we just haven't started it. And I know it's supposed to be like no new starts, but I feel like if you have all this stuff,
You're in progress.
You're already in progress.
We're going that way.
Yeah, I'm like, you're already almost there. So this was something we got in the fall that I wanted to attempt. I've never stitched on even weave, but we got this beautiful fabric and my first fancy flosses. So this is a Jaslyn, is that what it's called?
Sure.
That looks like a 28 count. And this is a harvest color. It's a very small, and then it's a hands-on design pattern that these are the fancy flosses that it called for. but it's a hands-on design called Hey There Pumpkin, which I loved, and it's in the colors, Chris can show you, that are like those are like my house, those teals, yeah. So I was thinking I could put that on my WIP Go board because I have everything to start, and it's my first attempt at doing over 2 on a 28 count.
Excellent, good for you.
So that's just some things that I might have on my WIP Go board as plans for the future. We loved reading all of your plans. I loved hearing someone's doing Haunted Mansion. Some people are doing something about the lilies. There's a very popular pattern with lilies this year that a lot of people are stitching on.
Well, we have to catch up.
And it's just so fun seeing what you guys are stitching on. And then like some people are saying, I only stitch on one thing at a time. And I kind of only stitch on one thing at a time. I just abandon a lot of things. Not a lot, actually. That's it. That's all I had in my stash that I'd already like started. So that's not a ton.
Not compared to
but we buy them. You know, that's the thing.
We buy the charts.
We buy the charts knowing we'll want to stitch them.
Yes.
Do you have some that you are planning on?
Oh, yes.
Stitching?
Yes. So this will count as things I'm going to work on from my WIP Go board that are in well, there's 2 that are majorly in progress that I showed you before, but I'm going to commit. So my granddaughter, Victoria's daughter.
That's such a crazy sentence.
I know, it's really wild. Victoria loves floss. You may not know that, but I'm telling you that now. Victoria loves floss.
And sleep, which is...
Yes, which is 2 things she's not getting. So
yeah.
I could not resist. So when she was expecting, I got this. This is artwork by Katie Rena, if I'm saying it right. It's called Sloth Tender Pattern number 65.
And this on Etsy?
This was from Etsy. Do you see those mama and baby sloths?
So cute!
So cute. And it's my hope by the time Sophia is 2 months old to have it done, because that's when I had the birth sampler done for my grandson, Colin. So I am this far.
Which is like the mama.
It's hard. Yeah, I just twisted myself. So I was doing this. So what I will do if I know that I'm going to be like watching TV at some point, and there's like large solid areas like this, I'll do all the half stitch first, and then when I'm watching TV or talking to my husband, sort of at the same time, I don't have to pay as much attention to the chart.
That's like a bonus tip. We're trying to give a tip a week.
Tip. Yes, that's
because doing the half stitches.
So the only thing that I changed on her original design was the flowers that look blue in this picture are like technically purple. I did put in Victoria's favorite teal colors as the 2 other colors. And then I will add Sophia's name and birth date and birth information. So it is my goal to be done this by February 3rd so I can give it to her on February 4th.
2 months. Oh my gosh.
I know, where's the time gone? And then this week it is my intention to...
All of these are for me, and they make me so happy seeing them every time. I'm like, look at all these things I'm gonna get.
But I wanted to show you, because like the stocking, I didn't have the pre, like...
Oh yes, the before.
So this is the before. This is the before, and this is Seaside Romance. I've shown you.
So, we had a small split up emergency, so I forgot that my mother got me from Fat Quarter Shop the Stronger Together pattern, DMC floss pack, and the fabric. It's like a beautiful mottled teal, light blue Ada for the Stronger Together pattern. So that's something we could start too.
Yes.
Even though we're not supposed to start things. I mean, we make our own. Sweewie is the stitch what you want when you want. That's their little. That's what Jessie Marie or someone in the group calls it. Sweewie.
Sweewie. Okay.
Yeah. Stitch what you want when you want, because it's supposed to be fun. So I mean, it's good to have goals, but also it's supposed to be fun. Yeah. So I got that from Fat Quarter Shop, and then you got this for yourself and for me.
Yeah, because at the time I thought it was a mystery. Like I didn't see what it was in.
We didn't know what it was going to be. So this is from the same designer as this small
stamp. Valentine
called-
stamp. Yes, it's a series
Oh,
of 3 Valentine stamps.
It's supposed to look like a postage stamp.
Right.
I kept thinking you were meaning like a rubber stamp.
Oh, sorry.
Like, because we used to do stamp projects.
Yes, we did.
So I was like,
It's a postage stamp.
talking
There's
about
2
a
other
stamp.
ones too.
All right. So that is from Primrose.
Cottage Stitches, right. It's right here.
Primrose
Cottage
Cottage Quilts. And they had a small, is it a monthly thing?
Sipping.
No, it's
Sip
just
and
a one
Stitch. Valentine's.
sip and
I don't know if it. Someone will have to let us know if it's more than 1 month because we bought in for February. So.
But it came with this super cute sip, stitch, repeat mug. I'll see if you can see that a little bit better. It's a little hard to see. So cute. Very excited about that. Not that I drink a lot of hot beverages when they're hot these days.
Right.
It's a little difficult.
It's a mom thing.
Yeah. And then it came with a pattern, which is so cute for Valentine's. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There you go. And then the floss and the fabric, as well as these little tiny beads that are so cute. Oh yeah, buttons. But they're tiny little hearts. I don't know if you can see that.
We love getting boxes in the mail.
You know, I just watched a podcast. It was like, people were like, I'm obsessed with online shopping during quarantine. And I think it's just like looking forward to something coming to you, you know?
Right. I'm not even quarantined. And
I know. So I was very excited to get that. You liked it too, right?
I loved it.
Yes. So we now have matching mugs in each of our houses.
So I had 2 other little hauls.
Yes, 2 other little hauls. So
Okay.
those were Fat Quarter Shop and then Primrose Cottage and Quilts.
Right. And so this is from Fat Quarter Shop, but it's the Fabric Flare monthly fabric in Ada.
So
So this is called Funky Snowflake. You pretty sure? Yeah. And you know what I didn't realize? So this is not the first one I've gotten. I had got a few more like in prior months.
Oh.
They give you a suggestion of 3 different patterns that are actually 3 different styles that you could use this fabric for.
I just saw that looking closely at that.
I know, I didn't realize it, so I'm gonna go back to the other ones. But that's really helpful because I'm like, this is so pretty, what can I do on it? And it gives you ideas. And specifically, they're like different styles.
Yes.
Which is really...
Different designers, like they have a...
which is great. And then the only other
And there's
haul...
little hearts in it. Did you see that?
Yes.
That's so cute.
And then the only other thing that I got, which I don't know about you guys, but we have had a lot of success with getting DMC curbside from Michael's.
Yes.
Like,
but I heard some Michaels are closing.
No.
I know.
Not
Ours
ours.
isn't closed. So we're
No,
good.
okay,
But
yeah.
I did hear that.
So randomly when we go online and I'm going to be leaving work and I'm like, do you need any floss? Well, I think I showed you that I had gotten this Aloft from Liz Matthews. So I did this past week as part of my haul. And this, you can see my little Post-it, Aloft, and these are the colors that are in the chart. I'm going to do all the called for colors. This is not kitted up yet, but this is just, I sorted them so that I knew what I was doing.
See, and this is how I keep my threads. I keep them like this because if you pull, this is a 3rd tip.
Wow, we're just...
Wow. Tipsy. More.
Tipsy.
We're a little tipsy over here. All right. Not really, but full of tips.
Right.
You pull from the side that has the number. I'll hold it up a little bit. You pull the string side from the side that has your DMC number and it will not get tangled. So I just keep my string on like this for a project and I pull to my heart's content. And I make
for her, but I like the other
Yeah,
way.
you like the other way for sure. So much good haul. This is so pretty. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Fabric is so fun.
It's all fun.
It is all fun. It's supposed to be, right?
Yes, it's supposed to be.
All right.
That's all we have for today.
Now's the big moment.
Drum roll. We gotta get the design up.
Oh, get the design up. So we did a giveaway.
Our first one. Thank you.
So
23.
23 people commented on our video. Thank you so much. We love seeing what you guys were stitching, and we read every single one of them and then text each other. Did you see someone commented?
Sorry, we really appreciate it.
We do. So we are giving away this Friendships in Bloom. So Friendships Bloom.
And that's by, and that's by Sue Hillis. And I showed you a WIP that I have when I whip on when I do Halloweens is 6 Halloween ornaments that she did, and I actually saw on Steel Stitty Stitchers that one of the ladies there is actually working on the same one. It's a Sue Hillis.
Wow.
I know. It's like, wow, we're connected.
Yes, and it's like, you know, the universe is aligning or something. Something like that. So we did a random YouTube comment generator. So it was random, but we have a winner. Yay! And it is Cole is booked. That's your handle. So if you watch this, hopefully, you can reach us on our Instagram. You can DM us, but you can also, we have an email now. What? So if you want to email us, feel free. And we will get your information so we can send it out to you. We're so excited.
And our email is stitchyfix@gmail.com.
Yeah. Shocker. But also,
but you need to say it.
Yeah, but I'll put it in the description down below too. So that'll be on every video in the future. Or if you want to, because Cole is booked, is on Instagram. So if you want to follow Cole there, you can. An avid reader and is doing the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, I wanted to do that,
but we didn't finish Harry Potter. So
yes,
we're saying we can't do it.
Maybe by December 29th, we'll be done and we can start the Magic Kingdom.
Yes, yes. So congratulations.
Yes,
we are so excited. We want to get this to you as soon as possible. So reach out to us, and then I'll also comment that you won on your comment so that you know as well. But I think that's it.
Yeah. It's been a good day.
It's been a good day and a good stitchy week. You got a lot accomplished.
We're working at it.
We're moving forward. We're learning new things. WIP Go 2021. Yes. We're giving it a go.
Yay. And we really are inspired by all of you.
Yes.
I mean, that is just, you know, we're not designers, but we are appreciators of designers. So,
yes.
And tips
and stitchers, and I love seeing the whip parades and stuff. Again, I didn't have a lot of whips, so if you could see, we need a stash parade. If you wanted to see all of the projects we actually have purchased, that would be a long video. Okay. All right. So we hope you have a really great week.
Stay safe, stay well,
stitch lots.
Stitch a lot, have fun.
Yeah, and we will see you in our next video. Thank you. Bye.